Today by
DJEPH BOAZ, DJ.
I was gonna do a free ad for somebody.
Oh yeah, and it looks more stunning on camera, so don't get fooled.
Well, don't tell them not to get fooled. It's a stunning, epic sunset.
Epic.
That, I mean, technically the sun already set, but it still looks epic.
Yeah. It's like, it's still bright, but the sun is gone, you know?
That's why we call it a sunset.
Sunsetted.
The sunsetted it?
Yeah, sedated it.
Need to get some sedatives. Anyways, anybody who's ever watched our videos before will probably recognize this same ride. But today we're going to do something different and take some back roads, and then maybe even go see the Portuguese dude. Check out his car, see if he's home. Be like, yo man, what's up? But yeah, that's pretty epic sunset. That is actually, I thought it was going to be raining all day. It did rain a tiny bit, but it dropped those drops and kept on moving. But I think the government is cloud seeding, and I've been watching the jet stream, so here's something for you. I have a theory. A lot of times people are like, oh, look at the sky, there's jet streams everywhere, right? And then you look and it's the same flight plan. So like, we live probably 30 miles from SeaTac Airport, which is pretty far away. But every once in a while I'll see jets, and I see jets way up in the sky, like way above the regular flight plan when they're coming in for their landings or whatever. And then you see the jets that are way up in the sky, and they're going from like New York City or Washington DC straight to Japan. And those flights are way up there, and that's when you really see these jet streams that are really bad. Now, being in the Seattle area, there's a lot of planes because of Boeing and all that good stuff, but also not as much as you would think. And it's not like COVID where they shut down all the airports and all that shit. But still, they come, and what you see in the sky are often just created by the same flight airlines, different public flights that you're seeing. So when everybody's like, oh, they're cloud seeding us, I don't think they are. But here in Seattle, I do notice every once in a while that there's like a sunny day, and then all of a sudden I'll start seeing, like today, there's not a lot of jet streams, but on a sunny day, we get a bunch of jet streams coming through, and it's as if they seed the clouds, and as they seed the clouds, then the rest of like the Midwest, basically what happens here in Seattle goes up into Canada and then back down through Canada and into the Midwest. And that's the jet stream that does that. And I think that's what's controlling the weather for everybody in the Midwest right now. And that's just a theory I have. I'm not saying they're doing it, but I'm pretty sure everything that you think that they're not doing, oh, the government wouldn't do that, guess what? They probably do. This year, watch out for ticks, because the new thing is they're trying to stop humans from eating meat by planting ticks that give everybody allergies to meat. And that's another reason for all of you normies to not believe me and just shut off the channel. But it's true. All of a sudden, a bunch of people are going to be like, oh man, I got bit by a tick. I don't know how I got bit by that tick, right? And if you've gone your entire life without being bit by a tick and all of a sudden you're getting bit by ticks, know that that's probably the New World Order trying to keep you from eating meats. And then if you get allergic to eat meat, that's a whole other thing for you. Now, I know you don't want to believe me, but it's okay. And by the way,
Dad,
leave a like, a message, and welcome to our video.
Dad,
What?
I haven't heard you say New World Order in 4 years.
Yeah, it's true, but it's still there. Well, you don't want to know why I stopped saying New World Order?
Why?
Because I think they have a new plan. I think the New World Order is the one that goes on in Davos, but I think there's a bigger threat than Davos right now. And that is something that everybody should be keeping an eye out for.
Hey, Dad.
But unless you know, you don't know. There's a bigger threat than the New World Order.
People are saying stuff. Hello, handsome, and hi.
Hey, how do you know I'm handsome? Who the hell is that? Okay, what is this guy saying? So you think all this people could get close to the truth, disappear, or get hurt, and you're involving your kid? Are you kidding me? Well, first of all, thanks for bringing that to my attention, Jacob. I don't know how much of the video you watched, but yeah, I got my kid with me, but my theories are just conspiracy theories anyways. And if somebody's gonna come after me, I am probably one of the most dangerous people to deal with. So I'm not really worried about it. That's all I have to say to that. And all these, you know, actually, you know, that kind of like fear and thought, that mindset that you have is really sad, because that's how they get away with it. That's how the Epstein list and everybody else, they're getting away with it, is because they think they have people like me in fear, but they don't. And
hey, Jacob, why does me being here matter?
Well, he's saying that I'm putting you at risk. He's probably already gone.
Don't crash, bro.
Thanks, bro. I won't crash, bro.
Just gonna say bro every
wow, we're down to 1 viewer, 1 like.
Just start spouting some more conspiracy theories and they'll keep watching.
Yeah, so does anybody have... Oh, Jacob, you're still there. There's not enough people willing to stand up and resist. What am I supposed to do for myself? What you're supposed to do, and depending on how old you are, the older you get, the more likely you are to succeed at your mission, because nobody's going to... first of all, think about this. If you, let's say you don't have a retirement plan, right? And you've been working your ass off for 20 years. You owe it to society to take out the PDF files. You owe it to society. And when they put you in prison, right, you're going to be a national hero. First person that gets, like, the guy with the initials BG, will be a national hero. The first person that gets anybody else will be a national hero. And you will go down in history as the person that did something about it. So let's say you're 72 years old and you realize you have terminal cancer. You're the guy who has to go hunting. That's what I'm saying. Everybody. I know that when I get old enough, and I know what age that'll be, I will put my head on the chopping block to make sure that I set an example for every fucking PDF out there that that they're not going to want to do it, because there's going to be 1,000, maybe even 1,000,000 more guys like me who are going to do that. And as crazy as that sounds, that's what we have to do as a society. hey, I got terminal cancer. Guess where I'm going? I'm going hunting. And then when they lock you up for it, people are going to be money for your defense and everything else. And you can just say, hey, all that Epstein shit made me crazy. And actually, I'm pretty sure that Epstein is in Florida right now. And he's Palm Beach Pete. I mean, I'm not saying for sure, and who's to judge, but you know what? He's making a living off of it, so he's just as bad as the original.
His first job is to protect you.
I think that was responding to my question.
What's that?
I think that was supposed to be like responding to my question.
Oh, maybe. What was your question?
Oh, I got you. Yeah, trust me. If you're still there, Jacob, just say, yeah, I'm here or whatever. And I'll give you some insights. Burgerin? Would you write? I'm being weird. Stop being weird. Okay. So, yeah. Welcome to our live stream. And Jacob, if you're still there, feel free to comment so I know you are, and I'll give you some more insight if you want. Even now, the sky looks amazing. You guys should really be happy. Oh, shit. You know what? I went the wrong way. I guess we're going the
way I wanted to.
Is this the way you wanted to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then we go back the back roads. That's cool. All right.
What do you think?
So, I assume that, Jacob, you're still there because you're not saying anything. And not that this is a confession or anything, but I think it's a father's duty to train. Oh, awesome. To train their son to be as efficient as them. So, you know, a son should be able to protect himself, and it's a father's duty to do that. There are things that I do that, you know, here, let me tell you a little bit about my son. When did I teach you to shoot?
Mid 2024.
Okay, mid 2024. So about 2 years ago, I started teaching him to shoot. I bought him a rifle, and he was shooting not so well. He had a funny pose and everything. And I was like, that's not so great. But then I got him a red dot sight. His posture got a little bit better because he wasn't leaning down on the rifle so hard. And he instantly became the shooter that I expected him to be. And it was instant. Ping, 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 ping. You could actually hear every shot hitting. And that's one thing. As far as self-defense, I'm not out there with a punching bag or anything, but I teach him to have quick reflexes. He's still a little doughboy, but he's got good reflexes, you know, and like I teach him how to block. Now, when I was a kid, when I was his age, I used to take Taekwondo, and I think over the years, and I'm 58, I have increased my fighting skills, and I teach my son what I know all the time. And as far as a father's job to protect their kid, yeah, but you can only be there so often, you know. We homeschooled my kid until he was, how old were you? 10?
Like 10 to 11.
10 to 11. So we homeschooled him, and everybody was like, when he goes into regular public school, he's gonna fail and blah 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 and everything else. And you know what? When he went into public school, he went in at the 6th grade, and his grades are better than most people I know.
The hell, yeah. Sorry, that's happening with your messages. What's happening with his messages?
They're being delayed.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So, but anyways, I think I do a good job of fathering my son, and I let him, like my wife always says, let him learn for himself.
Is this Canada?
Are we in Canada right now? No, we're not even close.
18 people. Wow.
So,
Leave a
yeah,
comment.
being a good father is about teaching your kid how to be self-sufficient and thrive on their own, for sure. It's a father's duty not just to protect their children, but it's a father's duty to show what to do and what not to do. And that's more important. Being a good kid means knowing right from wrong. And the perfect example that I have for you right now is the other day we went into Little Caesars Pizza, and they have free cookies there. They're normally in a basket or behind the counter or whatever, but normally at the one we go to, it's in a basket, and it's up on the counter where the parents can give their kids cookies if they want. Well, my son's known this for a few years now.
Few months.
Has it only? No, it's been like a year or two since we've been getting them there.
A few years is like 5 years.
No, a few years is anything over 1. So like 2 years.
Sure.
We've been getting those cookies since 2 years. Anyways, now that I'm arguing with my kid. So he reached up in the basket and grabbed the last bag of cookies. And there was another little kid. There was a little girl who was probably, I don't know, she was 6 or 7. And she saw that he got the free cookies. So she walked up and grabbed for some free cookies. And she couldn't really look in the thing. So she was like reaching around. And my son saw that, and he gestured like he was going to give it to her, but she had turned around too soon to give her those cookies. And I looked at him and said, go ahead. And he walked over and gave her the cookies after she walked away. And she was like, oh, thank you. And the thing about it is I know I taught my kid well, because he gave his cookies away, whereas I would have kept them and ate them as a little kid. So, yeah, comparing him to myself, and to me that's important. I think it's oh shit, are we just looking for the back road here to go back?
I think it's like
Yeah, we just passed it. We'll just double back.
If I had a nickel for every time my dad gave fatherly advice for being a dad on a live stream, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is weird that it happened twice.
Did you just do those likes? Is that you or is
No.
that somebody else? That's
Probably
funny.
someone else.
Yeah, somebody thought you were funny. I think yeah. So yeah, twice. I've given fatherly advice twice. I don't know if that was a 4-way stop. I just know that the cops are always here. All right. So now we're heading back through town. We're gonna take the back roads. It's gonna be dark. I don't know how good the video will be, but we'll see what we see. I'll try to run with the
Abrupt lane
the high beams on.
and
Edge, this little edge right here. Yeah, this place right here is fucked up as far as the road. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think we can go straight. So, I sincerely hope you both have a good night. Thank you, Jacob. That was very kind of you. Oh, so sweet, kiddo. We should check out Jacob's.
Yeah.
I think Jacob is a I think Jacob is probably a
person who watches YouTube but doesn't post a lot of videos. Not so much of a YouTuber. So go to Jacob's thing and see if he's a...
Yeah, no videos. Just playlists.
Just playlists. Which, that's great, Jacob. What I can tell you is... What'd you say?
Nothing.
Oh. Okay, so now we're going down another... God, I could use my cell phone as night vision because it actually works better than my screen. It actually enhances my viewing. I should just install a big old flippin' TV set with the camera like this right out there. Because, yeah, oh, by the way, we're filming with my cell phone. This is where I bought that boxing equipment for you, right there. One of those houses. There we go. Now we got a little light on the subject.
Yeah, this is the back roads. Correct back roads.
Yeah. Oh, poor Sebastian. Whoa! Sorry, buddy. I almost did go off the road. We haven't taken Sebastian. He's all quiet and everything. That looks like a fucking Monet painting if I've ever seen one. What was I gonna say? We haven't taken Sebastian for a walk. He's probably thinking he's gonna go somewhere. Oh, and I still have moisture on the windshield. Let me see if I can wipe that. Not sure if it's moisture or just dead bugs, but it is what it is. Now it says we're gonna go through here to the right. These roads are super windy, but they're kind of fun. Under that bridge. We're kind of like, if this was England right now, we would be on the moors. And the Hound of Baskerville would be in the backseat.
It's the Hound of Baskerville.
You never heard of the Hound of Baskerville?
Nope.
No, it's a movie. Let's see if I can turn a little heat on if it'll defrost. Well, still, the video looks epic because that big old tree I can barely see, but it's definitely showing up on camera. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the view. It's kind of decent. And if you're new to this live stream, feel free to post a comment. Riding this road in the dark, so it's kind of interesting for me. Oh, here. That helps a little bit. Just flip it off for this guy. So yeah, I'm sure you're enjoying the ride, but seeing I have you as my captive audience, I would have to say that the biggest miracle in our life right now is that my stepson, Eric, was in Harborview with a traumatic brain injury, and he survived. And not only did he survive, but he survived to the point where not only did we not lose him, but he's fully functional. Minus the sense of smell and his word filter. So he is a little bit more unfiltered, but in some ways, that's good, I think. It's very interesting, keeps you on your toes. But yeah, poor kid went through a lot, and it's given us a new insight into this wonderful universe we live in. It's the best I can tell you. Gives me an idea. We got 8 viewers, so I guess I'm not really gonna say it right now, but I just had a thought. Oh, you smell that? It smells like somebody's having a campfire or something. Bonfire. Oh, I wasn't talking to you guys. Yeah, I forgot we have viewers. There was like some smoke. We just drove through somebody's bonfire mist. Smoke. Bonfire. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe if you want. We try to make these driving videos every once in a while. The more people who enjoy them, the more often we'll do it, because that's what we do. And we try to do it live because most people don't. Driving's good for me because it kind of opens up my little brain. I think, I wouldn't say my subconscious takes over, but I would say my subconscious drives while I focus on plans and stuff like that. I normally get very creative in the whole thought process and come up with some decent ideas that I can't really like lay them all out for you, but actually, so my stepson, after his injury, his traumatic brain injury, his girlfriend moved to California with his daughter, my granddaughter, and that's not okay. We're not okay with that. So we have to get a lawyer, but we're not really financially equipped to handle that. So we are working on what a representation. How's that? We're looking for a lawyer that's going to represent us, and we have to do it quickly because we need to file paperwork before the end of 6 months. Otherwise, where she is where they keep her, and we don't believe she had the right to take her out of state without talking to Eric. But now that I think of it, I don't think we need a lawyer. I think we can file the paperwork on our own. And that's what my little gears are going off in my brain. Now, here's the cool thing about the town that we're in. These bright lights in the sky that you see ahead of us make for epic imagery, but it's actually the state prison that we're looking at. Off in the distance, just to make sure nobody escapes and run across the field. That's the whole point of having those bright lights.
Are they 24/7 on?
Yeah, all night long, from like dusk till dawn. like I say, leave a comment, say whatever you want. Enjoy the ride. Obviously, we caught your attention. And even here, there's decent imagery. It's kind of impressive because the video looks way better on the phone than it does in person. I think this is the road I want.
I could be wrong.
Let's see. If I go here. It's not here. So I think if I go here. Is it here? Yeah, there's my buddy. See the white Camaro? The white car there? There. Nobody's watching anymore, so we're gonna